You know what the one problem is with Chicago that's driving the businesses out of the Magnificent Mile?
It's facts.
You know what the one problem is that's making the public transit unusable? You know what the one problem is that's driving richer residents from the city? It's the crime. It's the chaos. It's the violence. Yeah. And you know what demographic is almost exclusively responsible for it? It's you. It's black people.
Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes always has an interesting point of view. Nick Fuentes believes that white people have every right to be racist against black people. Let's just jump into the video and just hear it straight from Nick Fuentes. And you tell me, does he have a point? Do you agree with some of the stuff or all of it, or do you think he's crazy? Let's take a look, man. The man, the myth, Nick Fuentes.
The reason that we talk about this, by the way, I know a lot of black people see this and they go, man, why are you always talking about black people, this and that? Because there just needs to be some shame here. Well, there's a few reasons. First, white people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them. Every bit justified. And you want to know why? Because we see what happens. And nobody is under any obligation due to liberal ideology to put themselves in harm's way. If you're a white person and you're going to work or going to the ball game or going to the city at night, you don't want to enter into the terror dome where you're suddenly in a sudden death match. You're like in the gulag in Call of Duty fighting for your life all of a sudden because you got on the wrong train car. Because a car full of black people pulled up on you by the bus stop. You turn and you walk the other way. You avoid their neighborhoods. You avoid going out on Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend at night in certain places. When you see them, you start walking in the other direction. And we are every bit justified because we see what's going on and we don't want to die.
There is going to be some black people that are going to be upset with this, right? They'll be upset with this. Oh, man, she's being racist. But let's keep it 100. There's a lot of us who feel this way. We avoid certain neighborhoods, and those neighborhoods tend to be predominantly black neighborhoods. Because there is a lot of us that grew up in the hood. I mean, there's some of us that didn't, but there's a lot of us that grew up in the hood. We understand hood politics. We know what's going on there. And we understand if we're not from there, we're probably in danger. So it probably behooves us to avoid those neighborhoods. You can't tell me that you don't think of this. Even people who are currently in the hood, that's about that life, right? They understand there's certain neighborhoods that they just can't go into, or they always constantly looking over their shoulder because this whole op lifestyle, everyone's an op. And, black people have no problem with confrontation. They have no problem confronting you, especially if you're not from their neighborhood. You could be just going to visit a girl or going to visit your cousins. You don't mean any harm. I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. But they're going to test you, and they're going to see what they can get out of you. Who wants to live like that, man? Who wants to live like that? Oh, I got to be tested to come in this raggedy-ass neighborhood. I don't even want to be here. But, oh, girl, she thick. That's the only reason I'm here.
It's that simple. That's pattern recognition. That's not racism. That's pattern recognition. That's one. And two, I really hope, because I'm rooting for black people, like I'm rooting for humanity. I'm rooting for everybody to be safe and to be healthy and to be happy. I really hope that somewhere out there, although I'm not optimistic, black people are starting to develop some sense of self-awareness. Where's the shame? Aren't you people ashamed? When I see these clips of the graduation ceremonies where they're twerking on stage and dancing. When I see these videos of the black cheerleaders on the basketball court brawling it out, when I see the Carmelo Anthony, and not only that, but then they raise $500,000 for him and then they get a public defender. When I see that video of a black security guard rifling through the pockets of an unconscious white guy that got his ass kicked, and the list goes on and on and on. You have to ask the black people that are normally so proud, and with the chip on their shoulder, aren't you ashamed? Are you not ashamed when you see these things? Are there any black people that see this and have the slightest lick of self-awareness, of common sense, of decency to say, are you not ashamed to see these scenes play out over and over again?
To Nick's point, we champion behavior like that. And you know it. If you grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood, it's all about who can whoop who. It's all about getting over on people, depending on the person, because if you have that mindset, you have that aggression, you have that, oh, well, you know something, I'm going to get mine and I'm going to get over on this person before they get over on me. A lot of people have that mentality. And we champion bad behavior, people who can whoop on someone, people who can steal from someone, people who can come up and make money illegally. Trust me, I know this. And these are the people that we hold in high regard. These are the people that we put on a pedestal. And what he's talking about, is there any shame? No, because you'll see black neighborhoods that'll be like, hey, my neighborhood is more hood than your neighborhood. We more violent than your neighborhood. Y'all neighborhood ain't got nothing on us, man. Well, I can't lie. I used to be part of this way of thinking when I was young. But you have people who will brag about bodies, people who will brag about whatever weight they can move, whooping people ass that don't even deserve it. Innocent people brag about it, you know, as if people want to live in that type of violence. Everyone is not about that type of behavior. Some people just want to work, take care of their families, go to school, educate themselves. They don't want anything to do with violence. They don't want anything to do with that mentality, that way of life. But those people will become victims. They will pick on those people and they will view them as being weak.
Where's the accountability?
None.
And
There's none.
That word fatigue comes in. We're just tired of seeing it. You see these clips and you know every race of person, maybe except for most blacks, white, Chinese, Indian, Hispanic, and even liberals see these clips and they say, are you surprised? They shake their heads. They say, yep, usual suspects.
Facts. I say the same thing. And many people who are like me, who grew up in those neighborhoods and were able to get out, feel the same way. That's like, dude, this is embarrassing. Why do we conduct ourselves this way? And why is this pervasive in the black community? And why do we champion this type of behavior? I mean, I don't. Not anymore. I just think it's indoctrination. I think it's indoctrination. It starts at a very young age, and it starts with parents who've also been indoctrinated in that way of thinking that I'm offended by everything, take no accountability for nothing, and you're not going to disrespect me. That whole disrespect thing, when people feel disrespected, especially black people, all hell gonna break loose. People lose their life over it, man. If just something simple. I mean, I can remember going out. We going out, you going out with your girl, whatever, you trying to, drink, listen to some music, whatever. People look at you and they quick to what you looking at and want to fight you, dude, because they see you with your woman or whatever. It's like, dude, no one is looking at you, bro. I'm looking at your Jordans. Your Jordan is fire. I'm not your enemy. I'm your brother, dude. But you want to make me your enemy so bad because it's indoctrinated, man. You look at me like I'm an op. No, man. I just left work and I want to grab a beer, chilling with my woman. It's crazy. It's crazy how black people are so angry and upset with other black people to the point that they'll kill them and justify it and be proud of it. Unbelievable.
They say, yep, that's about right. Are you not ashamed? And when are black people going to turn that around?
Good question.
I'm so sick of, and I think all of society is sick of, hearing about all these excuses. And even the conservative blacks will give them, like Jason Whitlock is a perfect example. When I gave a similar monologue about Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony, Jason Whitlock, who's a black conservative at the Blaze, said that this is a demonic sentiment. He said the problem is a lack of Christianity or something or other. The problem is a lack of accountability. And I think a lot of black people hide behind these various things, whether it's the liberals that say it's slavery and racism, or it's the conservatives, and they blame it on welfare, hip hop, or the Great Society. It starts with you. It starts with every individual black person making choices, like we all do.
It starts with you as an individual. He's right. And the reason why a lot of black people will get upset with this is because of the color of this guy's skin. Now, if it was a brother saying this, man, and then an intellectual brother, maybe a brother from the nation saying this, you'd listen to him. You wouldn't be too offended. You know, you'd be like, well, this brother's right. But because you got Nick Fuentes, who I believe he with the name Fuentes, he's got to be at least part Mexican or part, Latino. He looked like a white dude. But if those of you who haven't traveled, there's plenty of my Latino brothers and sisters that look Caucasian. It is what it is, man. Got to travel a little bit, man. Get out them damn neighborhoods and see how the world lives. The problem is, man, people are so confined in these neighborhoods, man. These neighborhoods that are disenfranchised neighborhoods, man, and they have this mindset, man, of survival of the fittest. I'm gonna get mine before you get yours, and I'm willing. These people in these neighborhoods, they're willing to do anything. They're willing to do anything, even if it means taking your brother's life, man, over some minuscule bullshit. And you wonder why people are afraid of this and they don't want to deal with it. And then you're like, oh, you're racist. No. If all you have to bring to the table is confrontation, being loud and obnoxious, these people don't want that. People don't work hard all week. Man, we're trying to go and enjoy a beverage, trying to enjoy some food, man, and hang out with our family. And you want to be disruptive. You want to be offensive, loud, obnoxious, confrontational. Damn, take that angry shit back to your crib, man.
Who's raising these fucking people? Who's raising these people? So they're black people. It's baby mamas and baby daddies. I mean, who's perpetuating this? And who does it benefit to make these excuses and to say it's everybody else? So I see this stuff and look, yeah, we are going to call it out. We, the Americans, we the white people of America, we the peaceful, law-abiding, tax-paying people of America are saying, hey, blacks, get your shit together. Get your fucking shit together. We are fucking tired of you. We are tired of seeing this stuff. It always seems to be you. Do you know that, and I'm just expressing what is a common sentiment. Do you know that everybody thinks that if we snapped our fingers and you all disappeared tomorrow, everybody thinks our quality of life would go up? Do you realize that? I'm just saying it. Everyone's thinking it.
Damn. He talking about doing the Thanos. Doing the Thanos with and we out of there. Look, man, don't include me in that. I understand. I'm multicultural. I am a minority in this country, but I am an American. And I do believe that there is a problem in the black community that can be fixed, but it does start with each individual, and it starts at home. It starts with the parents. It starts at home. You can't just sit here and just allow yourself and your kids to just act any way and expect people to tolerate it. This type of behavior is offensive. It's very offensive, and those people who defend it, whether you're in the community or you're a politician or the constituents, whatever, This type of behavior is divisive, and it is actually causing a lot of problems in this country between, different races. Look, we're one country. We should just be one country. I get it. But in the black community, it is pervasive in the black community, the way that disrespect and offensive behavior is tolerated and is celebrated. It's celebrated. They think it's funny. They think it's funny to be disrespectful to people and to be rude to people, to embarrass people, to impose your will on people, bully people, do these things and that. And then when people fight back and then they put a whooping on you, all of a sudden you become the victim. But you start it. You start all this stuff. You push it, and then you get your ass whooped. And then what happens? You become the victim.
When we think of what's wrong with Chicago, it's like utopia. Chicago's like a utopia. Beautiful riverfront, beautiful lakefront, concerts in the park, ball games in the park, beautiful architecture, the best food. You know what the one problem is with Chicago that's driving the businesses out of the Magnificent Mile?
It's facts.
You know what the one problem is that's making the public transit unusable? You know what the one problem is that's driving richer residents from the city? It's the crime. It's the chaos. It's the violence. Yeah. And you know what demographic is almost exclusively responsible for it? It's you. It's black people. Everyone's thinking that. Everyone's fucking sick of it. And the way that society is going, stuff is too expensive. Wages are too low. Housing is too expensive. We work too hard to then spend our hard-earned money to go to Lollapalooza, spend our hard-earned money for a fun weekend in the city. God knows how expensive it is to eat out nowadays or to take an Uber. And then to constantly have to be worrying about this. God knows how expensive it is to afford to live in a nice city like New York or Chicago. And then to have to put up with that. People are, I think, now too broke to be woke. People are too broke, work too hard to be dealing with this kind of stuff and hear BLM and to hear these excuses about slavery and racism and the white privilege. It's enough.
Where's the lie at? There's gonna be some people that's gonna be upset by that. But where's the lie? Where's the lie? People work hard, man, for their money, and they want to go out and enjoy the city, enjoy going out to restaurants and hang out with their girl, hang out with their kids. It's crazy. It's crazy how some people can go to, let's say, a bar or to a restaurant, man, and be prideful, find pride in being disruptive, being loud, showing their ass. I'm gonna turn up in this bitch. I'm gonna burn this down. I'm gonna do this and that, whatever. Want to fight everybody over the most minuscule stuff, man. And y'all know it. Y'all know it. If you grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood, especially if you grew up in a poor black neighborhood, you know that everything that this dude is saying is true, because a lot of us who moved out to those neighborhoods got tired of it a long time ago. These mugs here, y'all catching up to us. We've been tired of it because we lived in it. We were immersed in it. Some of us had this ideology. Some of us did champion some of this bullshit, but we grew out of it and we just realized, man, common sense kicked in. We're like, dude, this is some bullshit. Why in the hell I'm gonna sit up here and disrupt this family over here and be disrespectful to my elders and have my elders in fear and sit up here and poison the neighborhood with certain things or whatever. Man, be the change that you want to see.
So the shame will continue. The shaming of the black community in America will continue until it improves. Yes, we will shake our heads. We will exchange that knowing glance. We will make that face. We will comment. Well. We will name and shame. We will turn and walk away. We will move to neighborhoods where you are not until it improves. And you can deal with each other. Brandon Johnson and the teachers union and all these fucking thugs and opportunists, Jason Whitlock, all the wokesters, everyone making excuses. You can all live in Wakanda. You can keep all that black excellence for yourself. We're good. And you know what? I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. I hope you figure it out for your sake, for our sake, but we're done. And how long before a U.S. presidential candidate gets up and identifies the problem? Because the second that candidate comes up, that person's going to win in a landslide. Because we're sick of it. We want our lives back. We want our cities back. We don't want to feel anxious all the time. We don't want to feel afraid all the time. We don't want to live in fear that we're going to wake up and someone's going to steal our car and then we might get in trouble if we respond in the wrong way. Or we're going to be on a subway and get a knife pulled on us and we're going to get ordered to the ground for defending ourselves. It's insane. It's utterly insane, and we all know what's going on. So I saw this Raja Jackson thing and whatever. I mean, it's live streaming, it's professional wrestling. Who knows what's real and what's fake? The reason that it provoked this response is because we've seen the scene. We've seen it before 1,000,000 times, and it's infuriating. And as I said, it's not just the violence. It's this almost pathological, evil, anti-human cruelty, disregard for human life, malevolence. And then listen, people get in altercations, people get in fights. Sometimes there's violence. It is what it is. We all know this is what they do. They attack in packs. They stomp the head. That's what they go for. And it's fucking evil. And that needs to be called out. It needs to be called out by the black people. And if black people want to be loud and proud, they want to be talking about the black community, you must be equally loud in your condemnation of this kind of stuff than you are in your praise when it's the positive things. You can't have it. It's not a one-way street when it comes to that sort of thing.
What do you think about Nick Fuentes? I agree with him. And there's a lot of us who grew up in those communities that agree with him. We figured it out that, okay, this way of living is wrong. So we got our money, made our money, stacked our paper, moved on out of there. Some of us was involved in, things in the community that wasn't right. But you know what? You grow conscious, man. And then you're like, hey, wait a minute. This shit is not right, dude. You got to be the change that you want to see. If you want to have that beautiful neighborhood, beautiful homes, grass is cut, kids can play outside in safety, people are respecting each other, not wanting to fight each other. Like, who the hell wants to go to work all day, be stressed out at work, right? Come home and be stressed out because, I'm going to get into it with my neighbors. Because, you about that life, right? They about that life. Man, this is ridiculous, man. This is why black people who make money move out in the neighborhoods, man. And then they go and support other neighborhoods. Think about this, man. You take a look at like the Asian community, you look at the Latino community, even the white community. They support each other. They're not sitting up here hating on each other, trying to kill one another, disrespect each other, embarrass each other, beat each other down. Like, talk bad about each other, this and that. Now, I understand all those things do exist everywhere, right? It just seems like it's a lot of it in the black community. Holy shit, man. It's crazy. And then the whole excuse about, we were slaves, whatever, what to do. That shit is tired. I understand slavery, it was horrible. It is part of American history. It is. But you got to stop using that as an excuse for bad behavior, to do illegal shit and to harm your fellow man. I mean, shit. I have a question, man. If slavery is one of your sticking points, right? It really it really gets you. Then shouldn't black people be more together? Shouldn't black people not want to harm each other? Shouldn't black people not want to kill each other? If slavery is your main excuse of why the way the black people act, and I act this way because I'm oppressed and I'm disenfranchised and whatever, marginalized community, if that is what you believe, then should we be nicer to each other? Shouldn't black people help black businesses and black people and not jump on black people, and not kill black people, and not carjack black people, and not rob and steal from black businesses? Shouldn't you pack black businesses and be supportive to uplift the community? Shouldn't it be reversed? No. We want to sit up here, crabs in a barrel mentality, rob, steal, talk about, kill your fellow brother, and you want to blame the white man. Come on, man. That damn way of thinking is tired as hell.